less. Come on, everyone, it's George Rigden! Fucking hippies. No, it's good to be here. Hello, all right. My name is George. Everyone say hello, George. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming along. My name is George Rigden, and it's very nice to be here tonight in spite of the allegations against me. It's good to be out of the house, finally. Thank fuck for that. So you've probably worked out for yourselves already. My love life is pretty fucked up. Not in a good place at the moment. It wasn't always that way, because until about 2 years ago, I was actually engaged. So, yeah, thanks. You know, I'm gutted because we're married now. And it's fucking shit, isn't it? It's really bad. Any marrieds in? Me. Hello. What's your name, madam? Hannah. Nice to meet you, Hannah. Hannah, are you here with... your name's Hannah? Oh, that's my mum's name. Sexy. I'm into it. Sweet. Hannah, who are you here with tonight? You're married to this nerd? Fuck me. Jesus. You guys are married? Wow. I don't want to be rude. What? Couldn't give a shit if it's your anniversary today. Couldn't give a shit about that. Not on my radar. Not while I'm talking to you. Know your place. Okay, so. You're married to, what's your name, my friend? Ed. Wow, boring. Change that. Wow, fuck. Like, I don't want to be rude, Ed. That's just surprised me, that's all. I'm not trying to be rude. Like, you seem like a nice man. And I don't want to be rude to you. You seem like a nice fella. But if you were an animal, you'd probably die in the pet shop. So, like, it's worth remembering that, innit? Just going forward in life. I'm joking. We're having a laugh, innit? Me and Ed, we're pals, aren't we, mate? Never touch me. Ed. Edward. Can I call you Edward? Well, is it your name? I'll call you Edward then. It's your fucking name. Don't dick me about. Edward. What do you do for a job, my friend? You work in a call centre. Oh, shit. Do you know what I do for a job? You can't compete, mate, is what I'm saying, all right? Just bear in mind, she could be mine any moment. I don't even give a shit. Hannah, lovely to meet you. How long have you guys been married for? 12 years. Fuck, really? You don't look old enough to be married for that long, Hannah. Ed, you look like shit. But, you know, you're trying. You're trying. You're trying your best. I'm not married, obviously. I should explain that. I was engaged, though, to a girl until she ended it. It wasn't my decision. She ended the relationship for 4 reasons. That's too many. She ended the relationship for 4 reasons. I know, I was pissed off as well. The first reason she gave for ending it is she said she found me arrogant. What? What's she talking about? And she also said, I only ever hear what I want to hear. And I said to her, fucking hell, love, come on. Genius, really? That's a bit much. Come on, just a normal guy. But to be fair to her, it wasn't just her who thought that I was arrogant. My therapist also thought that I was arrogant. And she also said that I possess all the hallmarks of a fantasist, which is so funny because I don't even have a therapist. It's absolutely mad. Why is she? Ugh, she's probably on the J's, isn't she? Legend. Nah, dude. Yeah, I do see a therapist. You don't do comedy because you're well adjusted. No way. No way. No, thank you. This is for the nerds and the damaged. That's why I'm here. That and the pussy. But seriously, you know, I'm doing all right. Hannah, what's up? But, bit crass, but fine. Listen, I do see a therapist. I need to make that very clear. I do see a therapist in real life. I know I dress like one. But I also do see one, and I've been seeing this therapist for about 2.5 years, so I actually started seeing her when me and my ex were still together. So for the last 6 months of our relationship, I was seeing a therapist as well to try and fix it. It didn't work. Not her fault, apparently, legally. But can't sue a therapist for not saving a relationship, apparently. Bullshit. But went to therapy, and the main thing we talked about was my ex at the time, and the main thing we talked about regarding my ex was the fact that my ex at the time was punching me in her sleep every single night. And I hated that, so I talked to my therapist about that, and she said, ooh, maybe try sleeping in separate beds? I said, we already do. You're not listening. Like, it's, I don't know how she's doing it. Like, I don't know. It defies logic. And then when we actually did break up, me and my ex, my therapist asked me in our first session after the breakup, she said, do you still love her? And I was like, wow, yes, obviously I still love her. It's pretty raw. But it's a love, like, you know, it's like the love I have for bagels, okay? It's purely sexual. It's just a fun sex thing for the man about town. We've all fucked a bagel, let's not pretend we haven't, okay? 2019, anything goes. Why am I still single? It is mad. Anyway, so the second reason she left, beyond the arrogance, she also left because she said that she didn't like how much I eat. She said that the amount I eat is bad for me and it's going to kill me one day. I disagree. I have a healthy, hearty breakfast every morning. Every morning for breakfast, I have one pain au chocolat. That's all I have. That's pretty fair, I think. One pain au chocolat. And for those of you who don't speak French, by the way, pain au chocolat, that is French for a pan of chocolates. And that was, yummy. Thank you so much for the pan of chocolates. But I want to lose some weight, guys, okay? I want to be thin. I want to look good. I'd rather look like Ed over here, because you look very good, man. I can't believe you're a man who's been married for 12 years, because genuinely, like, joking aside, I only picked on you because clearly I'm no threat to you. You're a very handsome man, if you lie to yourself. But you're a handsome man. You're a handsome man, okay? And you're in good shape. I mean, do you work out? How much do you bench? I don't know what that means. But do you work out at all? Do you do any exercise at all? Not really, no? Right. Okay, I'm going to ask you that question again. This time, just say running. Good lad. Hey, Ed, do you do any exercise at all? No, just say the word running, you prick. Don't fucking improvise. Don't add words in. I do running. You're not in the fucking Boom Chicago improv here, mate. This is a fucking legitimate comedy club. Stop bringing your bullshit to my stage, okay? I'm not a fan. Sorry, that took a turn. Anyway, sorry, you're a nice man. Just the word running, though. Good lad. You got it, Ed. Here we go. Hey, Ed, do you do any exercise at all? What, from commitment? Fuck you, Ed. Fuck you, Ed. Yeah? And it was off the cuff. Pretty sharp guy up here doing his comedy. That's what he does. Yes, please. But I do want to lose some weight, guys. Of course I do. You know, I'm a pretty handsome boy, but I've got a bit of a tum-tum. Thank you for agreeing. I'm assuming it was sarcasm. But I do have a tum-tum. No, I'm a very good-looking boy. I do have a tummy on me. I am a bit of a fat boy, I know that, and I want to lose some weight. I want to be thin, I want to look good. So I thought I'd get the advice of my friends. My friends, unlike me, are very health conscious and very fit, do a lot of exercise, eat very healthily. So I asked my friends for some advice on how to lose some weight. I said to them, Mum, Dad, listen guys, I want to shift some of that timber, lose some of that weight, if I could, please. How do I go about doing that? And my dad took one look at me and said, fat camp? Which I thought was a bit much. I don't think I've gotten that fat yet. So I asked him, do you really think I need to go to a fat camp? And he said, no, George, you hadn't let me finish. Fat camp and a major disappointment to me and your mother. The guy's a fucking prick. The guy's a prick. And he's going to die alone. He's going to die alone. He won't die alone. He won't die alone. Obviously, he won't die alone because I'm still living at home. Good. Things are going well. Why did she leave? For many reasons. My dad, we're pretty close. We get on all right. He's a complicated man, but he's a nice man. Every time he sees me, he says, you're my little angel, because you're dead to me. That's what he says. Fun guy. Fun guy. And he's honest. That's why I like him. He doesn't bullshit me. You know, all through my life, he's never bullshitted me. When him and my mum split up when I was a kid, he sat me down and he said, listen, just because we're getting a divorce, it does not mean we love you. And he left it there. And I respect that, you know? That's ballsy, that's impressive. Fair fucking play to the guy. He smashed that, chat-wise. But, you know, we get on all right, me and my dad. We're not very, you know, I'm a very generous, kind man. I'm very sweet, very giving, very lovely. Go fuck yourself, Ed. But I'm a fun guy, is what I'm saying, okay? I'm a nice person. My dad, very, very, very stingy. That's his worst quality, in my opinion. Very thrifty as a gentleman. I'll give you an example. When I was a child, me and my siblings were taken on a holiday by our parents, and on one of the days we were there, they gave us the ultimatum of what activity to do that day between either going to look at but not go up the Eiffel Tower, just to look at it from a distance, or to drive past Disneyland. That was those were the options we were given, and we weren't even in Paris, just on the computer, just on the laptop at home. Just like, yes, yeah, look at that, it's good, isn't it? Get in the car. Obviously, no, he's a stingy man. But, you know, he hasn't damaged me. Good. The main reason she left, apparently, the main reason she said was that she said that she didn't like how much I drink and how much I smoke. She doesn't like how much I drink, how much I smoke. Fair enough, it's not for everyone. I love a drink, I love a smoke. I'm a cool guy. But she didn't like that because she said that my drinking and smoking was ruining our sex life. And I thought that was a bit fucking rich, coming from someone who never even had an orgasm, okay? I always did fine. I always smashed it every time. Fucking like boom, boom, boom. Like sometimes in less than a minute. It's like finished. Like, you're welcome. And she's there like, I'm not satisfied. Not my problem. Not my problem anymore. Seriously, what are you, a lesbian? Sort it out. Sort it out. Not my concern anymore. Joking aside, that is a joke, obviously. I'm very good in bed. But joking aside, when there were problems in the old bedroom, I used to say to her, you don't know how hard it is. And she'd say, well, I can see it's not. And that's the problem. Looks like an acorn, put it away. That's another thing. She said I had a small penis. I don't. I'm packing big time, okay? I don't want to make you feel bad, Ed, okay? But it's 3.5 inches when erect, okay? And that is well above the average for most land mammals, okay? That is well above the average for most land mammals. That's bigger than a whole mouse, okay? And I have checked, I have measured, went to Pets at Home. They were very chilled about it, okay? They were very chilled about it. They didn't even care. It was absolutely fine. Good. But here's the problem with me, guys, okay? I'm a 30-year-old man. I am handsome. I am funny. But yes, I know you agree. I'm a handsome boy. But the problem I have is that I am single at the moment, and I can't do anything about that because I am currently suffering from what is known medically as a floppy dick. It's a lot of fun. I wish I was dead. But I am suffering from erectile dysfunction. I'm 30 years old. That feels a bit young to be suffering from that. So I decided to Google the main causes, see if there was anything that I'd done or wasn't aware of that could be causing the erectile dysfunction. So I Googled it, and according to the NHS website, the first return that you get when you look for it, the main causes of erectile dysfunction are as follows. Obesity, high cholesterol, overeating, diabetes, spinal injury, alcoholism, and smoking. Yeah. That really freaked me out, right? Because I didn't even know that I had a spinal injury. Like, it feels fine. You know what I mean? Like, I can bend. Ugh, not a problem. But apparently it's why I can't get a lob on. Who knew? Who knew? Wonders never cease. Wonders never cease. But yeah, don't have a girlfriend anymore. But I do have a therapist still. So, you know, not getting laid, but at least I'm still sad. Oh, God. Fuck. No, I do still see a therapist. Same therapist I've been seeing for a while. She's very cheap. And apparently not very good, because it's been a while and I'm still sad. So what's she doing wrong? But I do see a therapist. And we talk about a lot of things. I saw her earlier today, a bit of a weird one today. Because today she dropped this bombshell on me that she thinks I might have been groomed a little bit by Uri Geller. Now, that is what we call in comedy a segue. Look out for those, they're a lot of fun. So, yes, give us a cheer if you know who Uri Geller is. Cool, give us a cheer if you don't. Madam, your name? My name? Yes, what's your name? Katie. Lovely, nice to meet you, Katie. Katie, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? 20, that's fine, you're very young. That sounded perverse, I didn't mean it like that. You're young, good, well done. iPods, mad. Anyway. You're a young person, you don't need to know who Uri Geller is, that's fine, but I'll explain who he is so you sort of understand what I'm about to talk about here. So Uri Geller, as most of you already know, is a psychic, or he claims to be, a TV psychic. His main gimmick is like he can like bend spoons and bend keys and restart watches and clocks that are broken using the power of his mind. He's basically like a one-man Timpsons. Does that help? Like that's kind of his vibe. Or like a heroin user's worst nightmare. Like a nightmare for a smackhead. Like, it's like, that's my only spoon. What are you doing? Leave my spoon alone. Uri Geller was also friends with Michael Jackson, famously. Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson was a pop star, Katie, from the 80s and 70s and 60s and 90s. You should know who he is. That's unforgivably ignorant. Well, you say that, but I mean, he's pretty huge. You should know who that is. I mean, it's like the Beatles. They were a band from the 60s. Very good. You'd like them. You do? Well done. Oh, I'm young and I know things. Get fucked, mate. Get fucked, right? Things can still go wrong. Anyway, it's nice to meet you, Katie. So, Uri Geller, psychic, spoon guy, friends with Michael Jackson, also less famously friends with me when I was a child. From the age of 13 to 15, I was friends with Uri Geller. That is genuinely true, okay? I'm not fucking about. But I do need to make it very clear, for legal reasons, he never touched me, okay? He never touched me. The only place he ever touched me was right here, okay? He said I had very firm breasts, and I appreciated the compliment. I was grateful. I'm joking, of course. Legally, he never touched me. He never did. But we were friends, and we became friends because as a child, I was, as well as a pussy magnet, an autograph hunter. I was versatile, had a lot of strings to my bow, was a bit of an autograph fiend, loved all that, and I mainly did that because I had what you might call no friends. I had no friends as a kid at all. I was bullied a lot as well. Bullied by this kid called Lucas Cook. Fuck him, that's his real name. He's from Bristol, you can look him up. Lucas Cook, John Cabot Academy, Bristol. Have you got a phone on you, my friend? Have you got Facebook on your phone? Get your phone out, we're looking him up. Right, here we go. In your own fucking time, mate, seriously. Don't take the piss. What's your name, mate? Danny. Short for Daniel? Say Daniel, then it's your fucking name. Stop dicking me about, mate. But seriously, thanks for the phone, do appreciate it. But do hurry up, because comedy lives and dies by momentum. Quite slow hands for a man of your age. Okay, you found him? Just give me the fucking phone. It's not even the fucking, it's the website, not even the app. This guy's got fucking, get some fucking data, mate. Have some self-respect. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Sort your life out, mate. Here we go. Lucas Cook, Bristol. Boom. Right. You ready for this? There he is, straight away. First one up. So there he is, in his Facebook profile picture, wearing a Rasta hat with dreadlocks. So this guy is a cunt, okay? I think we can make that very clear. This guy is a piece of shit, all right? He works as a labourer now. He used to bully me as a kid. This guy used to bully me. What the fuck is wrong with society? Seriously. Oh, I hate him. Seriously, feel free to add him and then send him a box of dog shit from your old pal Rigden. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hated Lucas Cook. He bullied me, and he was kind of untouchable as a bully because he was the most popular guy in school because all the girls fancied him. And the reason they fancied him is because he looked like Eminem, okay? He had blonde hair, he had blue eyes, massive swastika tattoo. He had the whole thing, okay? He was committed to the Eminem thing. And he used to bully me, right? But he was also thick as pig shit, and you couldn't reason with this guy. You couldn't, like, have a back and forth. It was like, he called you something, you were like, oh, thank you. And that was it. Like, and so for example, I'm quite severely asthmatic, which means I look and breathe like a pervert. Not ideal. Have we got any asthmatics in? Give me a... if you made it. Fair play if you did. Fair play if you did. A lot of hills in Manchester. Hilly old town. But I am quite badly asthmatic, right? I always have been. And it was really bad when I was a kid, and I used to get bullied for it a lot by Lucas, but because he was thick as pig shit, the best insult he could come up with for my asthma was breathing boy. That's what he called me. He called me breathing boy. All he did, he used to say, here, breathing boy, breathe much? No, that's the problem. I mean, that's why I come here with a volumatic. You must know this by now. That's some inside humour for the asthmatics in the room. Enjoy it. But yeah. I fucking hated Lucas, right? Hated him so much. Still do. Hence why I bring him up on Facebook on stage in front of actual people. Because I want people to know that this guy deserves to die alone. So, but yeah, I used to collect autographs, right? Because it was a really nice distraction from all that bullying. Because like, I would be at school, get bullied and have no friends, and go home, be able to write a letter to a celebrity, and like 3 or 4 weeks later, I'd get a letter back from them sometimes, you know, like a signed photo or something. And it was like, this celebrity's engaging with me. That's exciting, that's cool. I mean, yeah, it's a very funny bit, but do chill out. Because, like, I know I smashed that, but seriously, they're filming this, and I needed to get into other clubs. Don't be a cunt. No, I love you. Please, you might be the one. And there's a man with his arm around her. That's perfect. I can't get into that. I'm not into 3 ways. Okay, good. But yes, I used to collect autographs as a kid, right? And I got some pretty big names back then, because I did it so devotedly and for so long that, like, I managed to amass a really enviable collection. I actually brought some with me tonight. Do you want to see them? It's exciting, isn't it? So, yeah, so these are some of my autographs. Genuinely, are you all right? Because, like, it's been a long time of you laughing. And I know I'm good, but no one's that good. I mean, I think you might be having a panic attack. What's that, mate? Help? The man ordinarily going, help! Why are you not helping me? Because I'm a professional, mate. I've got a fucking job to do, yeah? What? I don't know what you're saying, mate, because you're from the north, and I don't know what you're saying most of the time. No, it's nice to be here. It's nice to be here. Yeah, bloody Brexit. I hate it or like it. Don't know where we are anymore. Anyway, sweet. So, I've got some autographs here. I'm going to show them to you now. Now, I don't want you guys to get too jealous because, you know, I want us to feel like, yeah, like I'm one of you in a way. But at the same time, like, I'm kind of not. So that's Uri Geller. We'll get back to that in a minute. Then we got Keith Harris, okay? Keith Harris and Orville there. Any Keith Harris and Orville fans in? Yeah. You don't need to know who that is. You're fine. Your life's going to be richer for it, actually. Timmy Mallet, got the Mallet man there? Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Again, you don't... I'm sorry, a lot of this is going over your head, isn't it? I'll try and appeal to you as a youth. Pogs! They were good, weren't they? Do you like Pogs? Pogs? R. Kelly? Do you like R. Kelly? That's what young people like R. Kelly. No, he likes young people, different thing. Okay, good. Comedy gold. Anyway, there's Timmy Mallet. Good lad, good lad. Met him at my school. He came to my school for anti-bullying week and proceeded to hit all the kids over the head with a massive hammer. So that felt apt, didn't it? Good old Tim, never change. That's my own granddad there. Got my own granddad's autograph because I'm a sweetheart. My granddad he was my hero, by the way. He's dead now, sadly, but he was in his like younger days. He was in the Navy and actually got an MBE, which is written there in the wrong order, admittedly, because he was old as shit at the time. But he got an MBE for heroism. He saved some lives during the Aden conflict in the 60s, and he got an MBE. And my dad has also insisted on signing it because he was jealous, because he was also in the Navy but didn't get an MBE in his time there. And as far as I'm aware, they do not give out MBEs for undiagnosed autism. So don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, to be honest. Anyway, that's Pete Townsend from The Who, yeah? That's pretty good, isn't it? Pete Townsend from The Who, rock guitar. Do you like The Who? You a Who fan? Yeah? The Who, brilliant band. Amazing songwriter as well, good singer, I think Pete Townsend as well. He sang on a few things, not the good ones. But he was also, wasn't he accused of downloading child pornography? It was research, wasn't it? And I'd say that in court as well, to be fair. That's a pretty solid defence, I think. Research for downloading child pornography. Fair play to him, fair play to him. I think he's an innocent man. I'm happy to believe that. No worries at all, no worries at all. Here we go, okay. There's Rolf Harris. Okay, good. Got Rolf Harris there, guys. And I've kept the envelope just in case, you know, DNA, just in case you need it. You never know, you never know. These things can change, these things can change. Rolf Harris there, wrote to him, and he's put to George from Rolf Harris and a drawing of what I think is a child. But I choose to believe the law. Oh, by the way, Rolf Harris is a very famous paedophile. Very famous paedophile. Like, more famous for that than anything else now, which is kind of a shame. But at the same time, you know, what did he really do apart from two? No, not going to say it. Anyway, I'm better than that. I'm better than that. Come on, we're all artists. Who else have I got here? Oh yeah, Kevin Spacey. Got Kevin Spacey there. Got the space man. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey. I met Kevin Spacey at the theatre door of the Old Vic Theatre, where he was the artistic director for much of the noughties. And he signed this for me, and he signed it, and he also chose his own photograph of him peering eerily round a door, which is nice. It's a nice touch from Kevin. And when he signed it for me, I was about 13, and he said, huh, "You're a cute kid." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Now I'm like, "Oh God, that's I dodged a bullet there." Actually, I'm really glad to have these back. Actually, I haven't seen these autographs for a while. They were sort of taken from me because of these guys. Away for a bit. Didn't see them for a while. Did not see them for a while. Problematic. That one. But yes. So yeah, I was friends with Uri Geller, right? I became friends with Uri Geller because I wrote to him one day by email, and he replied, I would say too quickly, like within 3 minutes, and he sent me that signed photo that you saw earlier. This is it here. Just inside. There, that's Uri Geller. And he signed it for George Rigden from your friend Uri Geller, and he sent it as a postcard, and nobody tried to steal it. That's fucking sad, isn't it? That's like a, you know, how far can your staff fall that you like, they see that in the post and like, nah, I'm not having that. I'll wait for the birthday cards. That's just 2002 that was the year that we became friends when I was 13. He also sent me, this is the first email he sent me as well. And the email says, "Hi George, when I was your age and lived in Cyprus, I'm originally from Israel." Anecdotes out of his arse. My name was George. Actually, Uri is George also. Fucking hell, this guy needs to get some friends who aren't children. I wrote a fascinating novel called Ella about a girl your age that comes from Bristol. Try to find the book and read it. On that condition, and I trust you will, I will send you a signed picture postcard. And he did. And he also sent me a signed copy of the book he mentioned, Ella, about a girl my age from Bristol who has psychic abilities. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's the crock of absolute shit. It's the worst book I've ever read in my entire life. There it is. Ella by Uri Geller. He sent it to me and he signed it as well. And it was very sweet of him. He signed it, but then he also did something else on the other page. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that meant to be? I think that might mean that I'm like, I don't know, does that mean I'm like in the Illuminati now? Or like, am I a Freemason? Am I a Freemason? Does that mean I'm one of the Freemasons? And he also reiterates that he was called George and he was a kid as well. So this book is absolute trash, right? And Uri Geller, for whatever it's worth, genuinely not a paedophile, genuinely a very sweet man, obviously a fucking massive eccentric to entertain a genuine friendship with a child. That's mental, but he never did anything weird with me and never asked me to do anything weird. But he also has no self-awareness and is a lunatic. As proven by the press quote he chooses to use in the opening page of his book to plug his book. This is the press quote he's chosen. Uri Geller was the last person I expected to turn into a first-rate novelist. At no point does it say he has. At no point does it say that Uri Geller is turned into a first-rate novelist. The guy is a dreamer. But here's the thing. We were friends for a while, right? And then we stopped being friends. The reason we stopped being friends is because he was best friends with Michael Jackson, and he was also the go-between for the Martin Bashir documentary, Living with Michael Jackson, that came out in 2004, I think. And he was the guy who made that happen. And when that documentary came out and all the allegations came out against Michael Jackson about him being inappropriate with children, him talking openly about sharing his bed with kids and like holding hands with a kid in one of the videos, it was quite troubling documentary if you've not seen it. Basically, because of the way that made Michael Jackson look, he stopped being friends with Uri Geller. He cut him out of his life, right? And that broke Uri Geller's heart. And by extension of that, I don't think these two things are necessarily related, but without any explanation and with no kind of forewarning, Uri Geller, the day that documentary came out, stopped talking to me. We talked every day, email, telephone, we met up a couple of times, like he just stopped talking to me. And I think the reason he did that is because he was protecting himself. I think he genuinely didn't realise how a friendship with a child could be taken until that documentary came out and it made Michael Jackson look a certain way. And all I think that Uri Geller was guilty of, genuinely, was being a bit naive. That's what I believe. And all I think that Michael Jackson was guilty of, genuinely, was fucking a kid. Okay? That's what I think he was guilty of. And I think that's pretty fucking bad. He shouldn't have done that. Call me old-fashioned, but I think pedos are wrong, all right? I know we're in a woke world, but joking aside, I don't know, none of us can ever know, because the guy's dead now. Who can fucking know what he did or didn't do? But all I do know is that in 1992, he was accused once before that of molestation. And in that instance, he paid off his accusers with $23 million. Yeah? Do you know what I got? A fucking bent spoon. That is not the same. That is not the same. I was fucking livid. Anyway, that's pretty much my time. You guys have been absolutely lovely. If you enjoyed, don't fucking clap yet. I've still got an absolute... But you can go for a piss if you want. You're not going to miss anything good apart from my final line, which is the best one of the set. But you're fine. Treat yourself. I've had a lovely time. This is the first time I've ever done the Comedy Store in any capacity. I've had a wonderful time. Thanks for having me. If you enjoyed what I do, please feel free to follow me on social media. George Rigden Comedian, quite easy to find. If you didn't enjoy it, Ed, don't follow me. Don't need the heat right now. Back off. But genuinely, I've been a prick to you tonight, Ed. I can appreciate that. And I feel like I've been, since I've broken your marriage up, I feel like I should do something nice for you. So what I'm going to do, Matt, is I'm going to give you some sexy advice, okay, to go out with in the real world there. A bit of sexy advice for you. Give your genitals a fun nickname, okay? Ladies love that shit. For example, the nickname we're giving to my genitals is the weapons of mass destruction, okay? Because they're really hard to find. That's my life. Anyway, I've been George Rigden. You've been an absolute treat. I'll see you guys again. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
George Rigden, what a great end to the show. Lovely. Thank you very much, George. Thank you for coming, everyone, and going, in fact. Better not wait 45 more seconds. Get the fuck out. The bar is still open for a bit. Pizzas might be available, might not. Depends if we've got any bases left. Comedy is on here pretty much every night. Check the listings on the way out. On Twitter, we are at Comedy Store MCR for Manchester. Follow us. And who was here recently? Russell Kane's here quite often because he's warming up for a tour. John Bishop's warming up for a tour. So you'll find out on Twitter and we'll go, oh, pop in tonight. You might be in for a treat, ?